Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I'll be the DM for this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Hello everyone, I'm Dimitris and I play Castor.
Hello, my name is Becca and I play Kiriki.
Yo, what's up? I'm Kevin and I play Malachi.
Hi, I'm Magda and I'm playing Nefeli.
I have to Google problems a lot in games that I don't understand, or how to do something, or how to get past something, or if I die 18 times to a boss, then I'm like, okay, how do I get past this? Let me Google for some kind of tip or something like that. And I was loading up Baldur's Gate 3 because, we talked about it, and I was looking at it, and I couldn't figure out how to do something, and then it said, click here to see 238 tips and tricks and cheeses, and I was like, what the fuck? There's no way. However, there is a way. It's a real thing. So I actually wanted to get together all of some of these mechanical cheeses and see how many of them you guys would know. And it is mechanics for the game that are supposed to work like that. So it's not cheating in any way. It's just cheesing. Okay, some of them little cheaty. But mostly just cheesy.
I like cheese.
I do love cheese. Demetrius.
Yes, sir.
What happens if you drop a heavy object from high above onto an enemy? It misses automatically. It deals fall damage based on weight and height. It only stuns, or it breaks instantly.
I guess it deals damage based on weight and height?
Yes, sir. That is actually true. So there was a video on it.
Yeah. There's a
Cheesing
crack strategy.
Grim.
Yeah.
Cheesing Grim by turning into an owl bear and jumping from a very, very high.
The owlbear toss.
Well, this one ought to be fun. Hey, Becca.
Yeah.
Which spell can trivialize many fights by removing enemies from combat temporarily? Is it Fireball, Misty Step, Banishment, or Magic Missile?
Banishment.
Yeah, that one.
I'd make an argument that Fireball can remove enemies from combat temporarily too, but
That's more permanently than temporarily. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's temporary because he would bring them back. That's what he meant. He's benevolent. Kevin.
yeah.
Why is shove considered one of the strongest early game actions? Is it because it costs gold? It can instantly kill enemies via environmental hazards. It heals you, or it increases AC.
It can instantly kill enemies via environmental hazards, and it's a bonus action.
Yeah. The strat of shoving Orin off the platform as well as Cazador.
Yeah. In Act 1, especially, there's like a cliff in every battle. So, you just got to get someone to a cliff, push them, boom. When an enemy you don't have to dump attacks into.
It's fucking terrible, y'all. Some of these I did not know, so it's fun.
Oh, you're learning.
Magda. Huh?
I said you're learning.
Yeah. Magda. What happens if you initiate combat from stealth? You lose your turn, you get advantage or surprise, nothing changes, or enemies gain buffs.
That depends, because this is a setting for difficulty in custom. Because you can either do one attack and then have your turn, but it can be switched off. And I think baseline it's B, you get advantage or surprise. Yeah?
That is correct.
Yay!
All right, Demetrius.
Hey, Todd.
How can barrels, like explosive ones, be cheesed before combat? They can't be moved. You can stack and pre-place them for huge damage. They despawn, or they heal enemies.
I mean, it's B, right? You can stack and pre-place them for huge damage.
Yeah.
It'll also cause huge damage to your frame rate.
That happened even in the video I watched. It was like You heard the sound and then the video. I was just like, I'm not doing that. Becca,
Yes.
which mechanic allows you to pickpocket infinitely with proper setup? Is it rage, turn-based mode manipulation, long resting, or crafting?
I'm gonna go with turn-based mode.
Yeah. Turn-based mode, turns out you can cheese a lot of stuff or bypass a lot of things with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty nifty.
So far, all questions except the second one was B.
Oh, interesting.
I'll be sure to put all your bees in a basket.
Buzz.
Kevin,
Hi.
what does throwing a healing potion at an ally do? It damages them, heals in an area of effect splash, does nothing, or applies poison.
That would be really funny if it applied poison to somebody. No, but it is, in fact, again,
It
B.
can be
It heals in an area
It can
of
be
effect.
done because the icon is almost identical to small potion of healing.
Mhm.
And it's actually suspicious potion, which is poison. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
can be done. I've
It
done
can be
it
done.
accidentally.
The fact also is true that it's kind of finicky. So sometimes you could throw it directly at them and it'll crash and the cloud will show up where the area of effect healing is, but it doesn't actually heal them until they move.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Magda, why is grease often used in cheesy strategies? Is it because it buffs allies, it freezes enemies, it summons creatures, or it creates a flammable hazard and knockdown zone?
The answer is D. It creates a flammable hazard and a knockdown zone.
Yeah, I think if you play D&D, then a lot of these you probably already know. Demetrius,
Yes, sir.
what advantage does high ground give? It increases gold drop, bonus to attack rolls, immunity to spells, or faster movement.
Well, I assume it's bonus to attack rolls, but isn't it bonus to damage?
No, it gives you advantage.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
But I'm pretty sure that Mercer had a video where he stacked up boxes and one hit something because of the extra damage of elevation.
Oh, you're right. No, it does. It gives you
Well-
a bonus to attack rolls and damage.
So that goes back to the very first one, though, where it was an item, and it was based on weight and everything.
No, I think he attacked someone with a bow from he stacked
Oh.
crates to climb very high. He made them like a ladder, and then he jumped up on all of them and then shot someone like with one hit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Becca,
Todd.
how can doors be used to cheese fights? They can't. They heal box. They explode, or lock enemies out, or force choke points.
D. Lock enemies out and force choke points. But sometimes if you stand in a doorway, you can't attack shit. So you got to
Yeah.
be very careful where you're standing.
There's a pathing glitch in it, so sometimes the game will not try to let you. It will not let you shoot an arrow through an open door for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really old bug they haven't managed to fix, I think.
Yeah, you can't get them all. All right. Kevin,
Yes, Todd.
I know that this is going to be very hard for you to get, but I'm going to put it out there anyways and see if maybe I can get you with this one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What happens if you throw enemies into chasms? Instant death? They respawn? They teleport back? Or nothing?
Instant death and goodbye to your loot because there's no getting it back. Make sure you
Yeah.
don't throw the guy who's got all the good loot on him into the hole. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, that would be really terrible. What happens if you do it to a quest item person?
And the quest item is usually immediately, if it's necessary to progress the story of the main quest, then it'll teleport into your bag.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice of them. At least they thought about that.
Yeah.
Magda, why is darkness powerful for certain builds? It blinds everyone equally, it heals you, Some builds can see through it while enemies cannot, or it increases enemy damage.
I'd say C. Some builds can see through it while enemies cannot.
Yep. This really badass assassin build had that going.
Yeah, there's some really cracked blade warlock builds as well. You cast what is it? It's the one that's both damage and a darkness spell. Forget what it's called. But yeah, you
Hunger
cast
of
that.
Hadar?
Yeah, that's the one. And then you just sit in it while the enemies rush you because they're stupid, and then you kill them.
Huh.
It's great.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Demetrius, what trick involves stacking crates, making armor, reaching unintended areas or bypassing puzzles, increasing strength, or summoning NPCs?
Making armor. No, I'm joking. It's reaching unintended areas or bypassing puzzles.
Hey, when you gotta make that wooden armor, boom, gotta have a box.
Proxy's crate strategy is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
What is... Oh. Becca!
Yeah.
How can you, specifically you, abuse initiative order? You can't. You enter combat with one character, then bring others in later, or you skip turns, or pause enemies permanently.
I've never thought about abusing initiative order. I mean, you can skip turns, but I'm guessing, I don't know, B, enter combat with one character and then bring in others later.
Yeah, this was something I learned. I didn't know you could do that.
Mm-hmm. It is
Yeah,
also good for
stealth
pausing
around.
enemies permanently, because like you can have one person initiate combat and then like everybody else can go sneak past and do something else.
Really?
My favorite thing to do is get one character in conversation and then like go to another character and like position people
Mm-hmm.
before the fight breaks out.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Kevin,
Yes.
what makes Hold Person so deadly? It deals damage over time. It summons enemies. It heals allies, or it guarantees critical hits at close range.
Much like when Malachi does Hold Monster in our campaign, it guarantees critical hits at close range, which makes it devastating for people like us.
Yeah. Many bosses have fallen into that tactic. Magda, this one was interesting to learn, but what's a common cheese involving merchants? Fighting them directly, stealing items and resetting attitude, ignoring them, or selling nothing?
I'd say B, stealing items and resetting attitude.
Yep. Have you ever done it?
Not really.
My one of my friends that I've played with before does it, or did it on an earlier version of the game. There's this glitch where you could store items in the body of a rat, and so he would carry this rat around, and then he would pickpocket a merchant's entire inventory, stuff it in the rat, and then sell the rat back to the merchant for thousands of gold, and then he would get a bunch of gold, and their attitude would increase. So they'd like him more for selling them a rat full of shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was
That's
really
messed up.
interesting.
All right. Well, this is the last round of questions, and it appears that everybody's getting fucking inspiration because nobody's missed anything.
Yay!
Demetrius, how can you avoid traps easily? Enter turn-based mode and move carefully. Walk faster, jump randomly, or attack them blindly.
I mean, walking faster surely must be a way to run.
Oh, yeah.
I have certainly bypassed a lot of traps by just walking faster.
Yes. You do the same on a minefield, don't you? I mean, that's the way you do it. I would say enter turn-based mode and move carefully.
The walking faster was funny as fuck. All right. Becca!
Yes.
Why is Featherfall useful beyond safety? It increases damage, it heals, enables creative positioning and ambushes, or it freezes enemies.
Enables creative positioning and ambushes.
Yeah.
I don't think it increases damage.
It doesn't do any of those other things, but it's very interesting because I've never actually employed the use of Featherfall in a creative way. I usually just use it to get my people down from weird cliff sides that I've accidentally gotten them stuck on.
I was curious about that, and I watched a video, and it was actually pretty amazing. I could not do it because you had to be like precise, and you had to think a lot, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. But it's pretty amazing. Kevin, speaking of amazing, what happens if you stack buffs before dialogue-triggered fights? The buffs disappear, you start combat fully buffed, enemies gain buff, or the game crashes.
Depends on how many buffs you got. It would be B, you start combat fully buffed, which is very helpful. Save those turns.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, how come I never thought about that? What the fuck?
Yeah. It's that thing that Becca was talking about earlier, where you start conversation, then stack everybody up around the bad guys.
Oh, that's messed up. Magda, are you ready?
Sir, yes, sir.
This quiz is about to be a landslide for you guys.
Yeah.
What is a common trick with summons/familiars? You ignore them, use them to trigger traps, or start fights safely. You sell them, or they can't interact with anything.
B, use them to trigger traps or start fights safely.
I would never.
That's correct.
I protect Shovel with my life.
Shovel? First and foremost, you all get inspiration.
Yay,
go, guys! Amazing. Very, very good. We found what you guys all know, and your strengths.
I will say, on a high margin, a lot of those things could also be applied to D&D 5e.
Yep. I am just proud of each of you for knowing, and for this is the first quiz where nobody got anything wrong, ever.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. So,
I'm going to start collecting boxes and crates as Malachi. Don't ask questions, Todd.
His strength is 10, so it'd be fun.
My strength is 14. Damn it.
Oh, is it? All right. Are you strong enough to carry this on to the actual episode? Hello there. My name is Todd, and you are listening to the Dungeon Speak Podcast.
Maria moved quietly through the undergrowth, her worn basket resting against her hip as she gathered herbs that grew wild around her isolated home. The forest was generous this time of year, thick with summer heat, fragrant with crushed leaves and damp earth. Normally, she would have lingered, savoring the quiet rhythm of her work. But the request from town weighed on her mind. A cough had spread through the village, deep, rattling, and stubborn. Enough to frighten them into seeking her out. They always came when they were desperate. And yet, even as they handed over their coins and requests, they kept their distance. Their eyes avoided hers, their children were pulled close and warned in hushed tones of the witch in the woods. Maria didn't mind. In truth, she preferred it this way. Solitude was cleaner, simpler. The whispers, the rumors, they amused her more than anything. She had, on occasion, leaned into them, letting her shadow stretch long across the path just to watch children scatter with shrieks. A faint smirk touched her lips at the thought. Until the wind changed. It came suddenly, unnaturally cold against her sun-warm skin. It swept through her hair, pulling it toward the deeper forest, toward a part she rarely visited. Maria paused, her fingers tightening on the bundle of sage. The air shifted, heavy with something that she could not quite name. Then the whispers. Not voices. Not quite. More like breath carried on the wind, curling around her ears, tugging gently at her senses. Her brow furrowed. The deeper words were thick with magic, wild, ancient, and often hostile. She had learned long ago to respect its boundaries. To step too close was to invite something to notice you. But this was different. The oppressive weight she expected, the suffocating pressure of raw magic, was absent. Instead, the unseen force parted before her, forming a narrow, winding path. The miasma that should have choked her thin, as though something or someone was clearing the way. A welcome. Maria's chest tightened. That alone was wrong. Slowly, cautiously, she followed. The forest grew quieter with each step. No birds, no insects, just wind that seemed to hold its breath. The trees twisted closer together, their branches clawing at the sky like skeleton fingers. The scent of herbs faded, replaced by something stale, something old. The path ended abruptly. Before her stood the mouth of the cave. Maria stopped. She thought she knew this forest, or so she had believed. This cave had never been here before. Or perhaps it simply never revealed itself. She peered into the darkness. It swallowed the light, thick and impenetrable. For the first time in a long while, Maria hesitated. She was a priest of Hecate. Fear was not something that she indulged in easily. She had walked graveyards at midnight, spoken to things that wore the shapes of the dead, and stood at crossroads where reality thinned. But this felt different. The cold wind surged again, sharper now, lashing at her cloak and hair. It was no longer a suggestion, it was a command. Go. Maria's jaw tightened. She hesitated just for a moment. Then she heard it. A cry. Soft, fragile, human. A baby. Her hesitation shattered. With a muttered incantation, Maria lifted her hand, a torch ignited in her palm, its flames burning with an unnatural vivid blue. The light pushed back the darkness just enough for her to step inside. The smell hit her first. Rot. Thick and clinging to the back of her throat, her stomach turned. She paused, steadying herself before pressing on. The cave opened wider, the walls slick and glistening in the flickering light. Then she saw them. Egg sacs. Hundreds of them. Some clung to the ceiling in grotesque clusters, others lay collapsed on the ground, many ruptured, splitting open, their contents long since gone or left to decay. At the center of it all lay a body. Humanoid, but wrong. The limbs were too long, its posture unnatural. Its flesh had begun to decompose, the skin slowing away in the darkened patches. Maria stared, unease curling deep in her chest. How had she not smelled all of this before entering? The cry came again, louder now, cutting through the suffocating silence. Maria's gaze snapped towards the sound. Carefully, deliberately, she stepped forward. She avoided the sacks, weaving between them with practiced precision. The ground beneath her boots was uneven, soft in places she had chosen not to think about. The cry grew stronger. Her heart began to pound, not from fear, but something she couldn't quite place. Anticipation? Dread? She reached the cluster of torn sacks near the far wall, and there, nestled within the remains of a split-open casing, was a child. A baby girl. Maria froze. The sack around her was unmistakably hatched. Its inner lining glistened, still wet, clinging to the infant's small form, and yet the child herself was untouched by the decaying surrounding her. Clean, whole, and alive. The baby's cry softened as Maria drew closer, her tiny hands curling weakly in the air. Kiriki, the voices echoed through the cave. Soft, feminine, not quite human. Maria's breath caught. She knew that voice, not by sound, but by presence. It brushed against her mind like shadow and flame. Hecate. This is why she had been called. Slowly, Maria crouched beside the child. Her gaze traced the baby's features, soft cheeks, delicate limbs, almost perfectly human. But when the child opened her eyes, Maria felt the world tilt. They were red, not pink, but a deep, vivid blood red, ancient, strong, and yet beautiful. Maria hesitated only a moment longer. Then, with steady hands, she reached down and lifted the child from the remnants of the sack. The material clung briefly, reluctant to release its prize before tearing away with a wet, fragile sound. The baby, Kiriki, fell silent in her arms. Maria exhaled, her expression unreadable. Whatever you are, she murmured softly. You are mine to carry now." Behind her, something shifted in the darkness, and far above the trees, the wind began to howl.
So many people have asked where Kiriki came from. Where was she born? Was she blah blah? And now that answer is finally done. So here's some things that have happened since this party landed from Troy so long ago. The party of Chaotic Misunderstood has freed another camp and gained a bit more understanding. Their first real encounter with the meter of "oh shit got real" is when they traveled to Delphi and fought the legendary Delphine, who legend says was imprisoned by Apollo. She was a giant green serpent, and the party managed to kill her with the help of their giant 8-ton muscled lizard, may he rest in peace. Then they had their first in-person encounter with gods at an encampment for innocent and harmless citizens of Greece. Hecate was called on by Kiriki, and due to the nature of the camp being a breeding camp for humans, Hera decided to come down herself and bless the party to ensure everything in sight died. Over 70 people were freed and led to a trading town called Sinpec, where they live in a hidden underground storage cavern, which the soldiers of Thebes were told about later. From there, they went to a temple of Hades, where Malachi took offense and killed without remorse. While no one was actually saved, two things did happen. One, the party found a demon that was ingesting a entire priest for Hades, the head priest, in order to gain its appearance and knowledge. Two, a man who the demons carried and ate on their travels told them that he overheard a conversation about a gem in a grove, and to take the shards from there and go west to Camp Ekathyrisi to have them processed. The party went to the grove. That is where they met Castor, and killed all the demons that infested the grove that was created by Rhea, Aphrodite, and Demeter. Now, after hundreds of years of tending to the grove, the druid Castor is out fighting demons and imparting wisdom. The party teleported to Delphi. Andrak's sword was taken by a man made of light, and they went to Aliki. They had only a short time to recover Aliki's secrets before Ares descended on the city, destroying it but severely weakening himself. Many secrets were lost, but the party gained some, and demons wearing armor and weapons enhanced by Poseidon were all killed. The night before, Kiriki was attacked during the night by a deranged spider lady, and the next day they found their giant lizard being protected and fighting next to a creature that seemed a mix of about 30 different animals before it simply flew off. They went back to Delphi after that. On the way, they saw a strange mix of demon and myth in the form of a minotaur with 6 arms. They also engaged in a fight involving 2 women who just seemed to be casually strolling around, fighting 3 flying demons and a giant hydra. And when they got back to Delphi, they felt a little uneasy. Under the temple itself, they met a nice and happy gentleman named Athen, who gave them the lost sword. It was wrapped up, and the man said that he didn't worry because divine prophecy guided him. So, they headed out to Oropos. However, they took a long detour to Thebes and found out it was secretly being ran by a demon lord. There were several days of trying to figure out everything before a move was made that caused a giant battle. It was during this time that the gods interfered again. Hecate showed up, hearing Kiriki's call, and found out the same thing that Kiriki and Malachi did. Apollo is dead. In her rage, she went through Thebes, destroying demons while the party took on the demon lord and some of his minions that slipped through. It was a pretty rough battle, but with the aid of the Black Helm guards and Hades, the demon lord met his end. A walled city with leadership, skills, and equipment is now freed, a giant step for the party and Greece itself. They moved on to Oropos, and it was here that they met Nephele, a mentally stable daughter of Zeus who had been captured and experimented on for months. they freed her, and with her help, they freed all the prisoners. A prison camp full of soldiers from all over Greece. They found shards here, and with previous pieces put together, with what they had learned here, they learned that these shards carry the souls of demons. The demons would implant the shards into soldiers, and the soldiers would turn and serve the demons, gaining more demonic features over time. A gourmet breakfast was served after all the shards were destroyed. Grilled small fish, barley bread dipped in olive oil, olives, figs, a soft goat cheese, and crushed garlic with olive oil. You guys have done a really good thing here, and with all that in mind, I would like to do some stat rolls. Now,
Ayo!
Magda, what this is it's an older version thing that I kind of brought back, and it is where you pick a stat that you want and you roll on the D100 table. And if you get to 100, that stat is increased by 1. If you roll 100 right here, right now, you automatically just boop, gain a stat point. If you roll a 40 and then a 30 and then a 20 and a 15, well, then you have the luck of Kevin. If you do this 5 times and you gain 6 stat points, then you have the luck of Becca.
Yeah.
I only got 3.
I don't understand.
Hyperbole's fun.
So, I want to start with Becca. So, last time you started with Dex and then you moved on to Intelligence. You are currently sitting at a 7 because you got a ridiculous amount. So, do you want to stick with Intelligence or do you want to go to Dex, Wisdom, Charisma?
I want to stick with Intelligence.
Okay. Let's see if you can get a 94 or higher.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's pretty decent, though.
What is it?
50.
A 50. Okie dokie. Alright. And Kevin,
Yes.
you started with Con and then moved on to Wisdom, and you're sitting at a 69. Impressive,
Nice.
sir. Just impressive. Do you want to stick with Wisdom or change it up?
Yeah, let's stick with Wisdom.
All right.
See if I can
All
get
you
better
gotta
at
get is
seeing
a
things.
32.
A 32? Well, let's see. Ooh, I got an 82.
All right, cool. I don't know why I didn't open a calculator. Seems like a
I will
failure on
have-
my part.
I will have obtained a skill point and then had 50 remaining. Nice.
Demetrius, you had Con going. You're sitting at a 43. Would you like to stick with Con?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So go ahead whenever you are ready, sir.
A 15, as it is accustomed for me.
Yep. Okay. You're sitting at
So no
a
one's
cool
steady.
58.
Clean.
Sorry. Magda, what stat would you like to boost?
I should probably max out my main stat, right? Like charisma, in my case.
I will never tell you what to choose. I think you could benefit from a really good strength score.
Help.
Let's just get that up to 18.
Help.
I mean, okay, imagine this for a second. Hold on. You grapple someone and then you shock them. Huh?
Grappling is useless.
All right, fine. Charisma. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's
Range.
a good call. Yeah.
So just roll a D100 and hope for a 100, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
46.
46. That's a good start.
Yeah, I've rolled 3 times and I'm at 60. So.
That was me for the first part. I think I rolled like 30, like 3 times in a row.
All right. You guys are in Oropos. You have told them to head to Thebes.
Mhm.
You have given instruction to Philoniki to help ensure their safety and keep them in line. You've had a good breakfast. After destroying the shards, it did take a little bit longer than you might have initially thought, but they are gone. They're donezo. however late it is depends on how early you guys wanted to wake up. Because I don't imagine that you would sleep too late, but maybe a little more comfortable than usual because you're surrounded by soldiers instead of innocents. You're not out in the open in a camp somewhere on the road. You were behind walls. Like, I'm thinking 7 a.m. is a good wake up time. What do y'all think?
Sure. I think Malachi usually wakes up when the sun rises because we don't have clocks here.
What does your sundial say? You don't remember?
I don't know. I haven't turned it in a while.
Ah, okay.
It's got blood in the mechanism, so like it kind of just got stuck for a while at like 2 p.m. I don't know how to fix it.
Where is the position of the sun? Can we tell by that?
When you first wake up?
Oh, see? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You made it sound like it was later in the day when you were asking about its time.
Well, I was asking because it would be based on when you wanted to wake up. Because it would take out a couple of hours, you have some breakfast, so it's probably around 10 a.m. now. Unless you were like, wanting to wake up super early and get on the road, then it's probably around 9. Or if you wanted to sleep in, might be around 11.
We probably had to sleep in because of long rest and stuff.
All right. The sun would probably rise around like 6:30 to 7 o'clock. So,
yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
So it's
You got a full
around
belly?
around noonish. Then is what we're deciding.
I'd probably say a little bit before then, but you can wait until noon and take off if you want.
Have the other people left yet, or are they still kind of meandering about the camp?
They're kind of meandering. They also look a little nervous to get on the road because they don't know what's out there, but they know they haven't seen anybody else, and they know some of the most powerful people that they've ever met are the only people that they've seen. So that's a little intimidating. So they look like they're getting things together, but you can tell that they're kind of taking their time doing it.
I don't think Malachi would want to leave until he knows that these other people have left the camp and are on the road. So he's going to be kind of pacing a little bit around the main square here, like with all the stalls that they had picked weapons and stuff up from. He's just kind of pacing around the area, waiting for these other people, these rescued people, to make their way out to the road and start leaving. He wants to make sure that they get on the road at least before we take off.
Yeah. And I mean, they're going to ask some general questions like any weaknesses, anything they need to know. They'll be asking Magda if she's coming because she was with them before. Questions like that will be floating around. I don't know if y'all want to respond to them or just give them general information.
I'll just say that I'll be following this group.
Malachi will share what he knows about the demons freely. He doesn't have any reason to keep it from them. He'll also, specifically just to Philanike, he's going to pull her aside for a little moment before they start heading out proper, and he's just going to inform her of what happened with the other two people who transformed into the demons to kill him. And just let her know that that's a thing. So be wary of, strangers they meet on the road. Don't trust anyone until they get all the way to Thebes. That's basically what he's going to tell her.
She will thank you for the information. You are considered a handsome man and an impressive fighter. Would you please roll a general charisma check?
Okay. Charisma check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Could be fun.
Let's see here. It's a solid 10.
That's fair. Okay.
With a plus 6. I rolled a 4.
She will thank you for the information and then round everybody up and get them in line.
Yeah, he's, in the situational defense of Malachi in this situation, he does not like her, just based on the fact that she's Spartan, so he wouldn't be warm in their conversation. He'd be very cold, very straightforward, giving information and then leaving before she really has a chance to do too much.
But it seems like she has some kind of internal struggle from what she's used to and the way she lived her life until right now in the moment and the world that she seems to have emerged into. Like, they are very much about duty, and she seems conflicted about that duty at the moment.
Yeah. He very much, like, I think Malachi's demeanor towards specifically the two Spartan people, it tends towards the I'm only talking to you because I have to kind of area of his personality. So it's, whereas with most people he talks to the, civilians and other people, he tries to at least be kind and, warm in the way he speaks to people. These people, he's very very, what's the word I'm looking for? Concise, very concise and to the point.
Okay. That's fair.
After he tells her that, he is going to return to our group, and he's just going to look at everybody and say, once the rescued people get on the road, I suppose it's time for us to leave as well. Are we heading to Corinth?
I believe that's what we agreed upon, isn't it?
He'll look pointedly at Nephili.
Yeah, I hope it's just going to be us passing by, making sure it's still okay, and then going along whatever you plan.
Much like when we were on our way here and we stopped by Thebes, I would like to potentially make a slight detour, if nothing else just to see the state of Athens. We know it was taken by the demons long ago. It's from our records, from what we've heard, it was one of the first cities to fall, but we'd at least like to gauge it from a distance, perhaps see if we can make out what's happening there. It's along the road somewhat.
On that note, you will be approached from behind, Malachi, by two people. Mm-hmm. The ones that you actually found in the building, and that you three killed a demon. You gave the dagger to the man, do you remember?
Yeah.
He was like a broad-shouldered man. He's wearing a blue chiton, which you would recognize the colors of. And then the woman had the tattoo of the Athena symbol. Mm-hmm. But they will kind of approach you humbly, because, no longer in a fight. And the man will say, do you all know anything of Athens?
From what we've heard, through various sources, Athens has fallen to these creatures. That's the most that we know, unfortunately. I have a map that we acquired from these creatures a long time ago, and it shows a great deal of their forces in that specific area. So it's very likely that if there's anything left of Athens, it's mostly rubble and bodies. I'm sorry, I wish I had better news for you.
They kind of look at each other, and then he lowers his head, and the woman maintains eye contact with you. Is there any way that you could send us word once you go by and find out?
We will find a way. I'm not sure that we have any way of sending a message outside of delivering it ourselves, but if we pass by there and gain more information, and then return to Thebes sometime, and we'll find you, and we'll give you what we learn.
She says, thank you. And then she kind of puts her hand on his shoulder, and they turn around and walk away.
As they're walking away, he'll say, I wish you luck on the roads. Keep these weaker people, the ones that aren't used to fighting, safe.
She smiles and doesn't turn around. She just says, we don't need luck. We have Athena.
Malachi turns back away from them as she says that, and there's like a small smile across his face, and he just ponders that for a second. It reminds him of Aldora, and it makes him smile for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you have anything that you need to do before we leave? He's talking to our party.
The people there will give you food, rations in the way of fish. They'll put it in salt to help keep it for around 7 days.
Nice.
Or so before it goes bad. And there is a river that you guys will be passing by that filters through the water from the Gulf to make it clean.
How many of these fishy rations?
Enough for 7 days.
Okay.
I'm good to go. There's not much left to do for us here.
Whoopsie. I pressed the wrong button. Ignore that, please.
I'm not ignoring it. Please tell me about your rations.
I added rations. The man who used to carry all our food is no longer with us, so I need to make sure I'm paying attention to this shit.
If you would like a specific food or what kind of specific fish it is, I don't think you'll be happy with the answer, but I will tell you. It'll be a mix of like anchovies, sardines, and sprat.
Sprat. My favorite.
Ancient soy sauce. Like garum.
What is sprat?
It's a type of fish.
Okay.
It's a type of herring. Very small.
All right.
They're not magicians. They're just fishermen. I'm sorry.
All right.
We always have the berries, so we don't have to worry about the rations that much.
Yeah, that's true. We do like eating more than just berries every once in a while, though, you know.
Yes.
Kirigi says pointedly.
We're just getting Nutriloaf.
After all of the people begin on the road, I suppose we will take off on the road since it seems like we're done here.
All right. You can head southwest to Athens, and then you can kind of go northwest around the Gulf, and then head west, and then a little bit southwest again in order to reach Corinth. Taking the detour to Athens will make it a 7-day journey instead of a 3-day journey, mostly because of the rocky area and the hills and the smaller mountains that you'll have to go up and over.
Dang, an extra 4 days of travel just to pop off to Athena.
An extra 1 day.
Just a second. Extra 1 day?
Yeah, so it went from 3 to 4.
Oh, you said 7.
You did. You said 7 days. Then instead of 3.
I'm sorry. Oops. What I meant to say was it'll take you 4 days instead of 3.
Cool. That's much more reasonable.
You are throwing us off.
I was about to be like, well, fuck that shit. I'm not going to Athens if it's going to cost us 4 extra days.
I'm still thinking about what y'all got to find because I was like, oh shit, that nobody's been there since the Battle of Athens in Chapter 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm still processing all that while I talk. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, Becca knows.
Yeah, so I suppose we'll head out and make the journey over towards Athens, at least to get close enough to see it from afar. I don't think they want to get into the city without, scoping it out first.
How close you want to get? You see no demon activity. Like, not in the sky, not around it, nothing.
About how far out could we be to see a majority of the city? Like, I know it's a huge ass city, so we could probably be like a mile or so away and still see it very clearly, right?
Because of the hills and everything, not a mile, but half a mile, quarter mile, sure. You get a distance where you feel safe and be able to see it clearly.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would prefer to get it like from a vantage point, try and see if we can get into some of the hills and look down into it to see if we can maybe see it past the walls and into the buildings, or not into the buildings, but into the streets a little bit. Mm-hmm. That would be what Malachi would want to do, unless anybody else has any other ideas.
No, I like the idea of a vantage point.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Okay.
All right. So you want to go to the highest possible kind of mountain that you can find. They're not really high in this area, but you can go to one that's decently high and then kind of stealth your way up there. I'm not going to make you roll. You're all pretty decent at it. You don't have any plate wearers with you. And you can get up there and you see broken buildings. It looks fucked up. And it looks like there was a huge battle here, which, that's everywhere. But in kind of a northeast side of Athens... actually, can anybody who wants to please roll a history check or religion?
Oh, religion! I've got a bonus to that one. Let's go.
I mean, history would not make sense for Castor, but is it religion linked to seeing something that he potentially would not recognize because he was a hermit? So, because I don't think I should roll, right?
So the only reason I gave you chances is because it's something they might have talked about.
I'd like to definitely make a history check.
Do you think it makes sense for me to roll?
If you want to roll, that's 100% up to you. If you want to roll and then be like, oh, I heard this while they were talking one time, then that's fine.
No, I think it's not fair. I don't think I'll roll.
Okay. What did you guys get and what did you roll?
I rolled a history check and I rolled a natural 1 for a 9. And then I was like, I'm going to use one of my inspirations that I just got. And then I rolled another natural 1 for a 9.
Oh. I almost felt bad.
I rolled religion, and I got a 9.
Yep.
So, twins?
Huh. And Magda, please say you salvaged this.
I've rolled history and got a 19.
Oh, thank God.
So, I want to tell you about something that the rest of your party doesn't seem to know about. They apparently don't care about Athens. Like,
oh, Todd, before you continue on with telling us stuff, I have a proposition here. Would it be in any way possible for Malachi to get advantage, considering he, for a period of time, lived and trained in Athens?
you know what? I apologize. That makes sense. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I just remembered that when you said that, I was like, oh wait, no, he's a fucking Athenian hoplite. Yeah, he would probably have known something about Athens. It's not much better. It's a 13.
Okay. Like I said, man, your party sucks. No, I'm kidding. So this is some deep-seated knowledge, history shit, stuff that she would learn because her family could afford these study books. And maybe she spent more time locked up in a bedroom somewhere. I don't know why. Might have happened. Maybe she stopped playing around with plays. So there is a spot where Athens looks more fought over and where there seems to have been a very, very large-scale battle and more buildings are destroyed and that area looks fucked up, that you are 98.2% sure there is a rumored story of a well of some kind there where people would hear voices and people believed it to be a passage to the underworld or to some other world.
I think I'll tell the story. Like, what are my choices to the others in the party? Like, should we go check it out? Or are we not straying anywhere?
You want to investigate this well from the story you're telling?
I mean, based on what you've told me about your goals, this kinda fits your whole killing demons hobby.
I'm just worried that we go into that city and there's demons crawling out of every crack and orifice. I don't want to be caught off guard. Not in a city this big. But we're also fairly capable of moving quietly, so we could sneak our way in, investigate what you feel is necessary, and then move back out. I'm sure we could pull that off. Carrie, Castor, what do you think?
If the city has really fallen and it's full of demons, I mean, whatever we'll do will be a risk, regardless.
We can always bird.
What?
Turn into a bird. You can do that, correct?
Yeah, yes, of course, I could.
That has always been successful scouting.
And I don't see any flying demons, so it seems safe.
Oh, so you might not need to be invisible, but probably still so, just in case a demon decides that bird looks good snack.
Yeah, we don't need them snacking on Castor. Nefeli,
to bring you up to speed, Castor has the ability to transform into a series of creatures and animals.
Saw me
Yes,
transform into a dog.
He has already proven this to me.
Oh, yes.
When we met, he was a beaver.
It's true. He was a beaver. We've also seen him turn into some kind of multi-armed aquatic creature. I've never...
He was what my people call a bobber kurva, making this holy tier meme.
And Kiriki has the ability to make him visible. We use this for scouting large areas. He can fly overhead as a bird, and then his incredible eyesight is very valuable to us. So that's what we're talking about, just so that you understand what our strategy we're discussing is.
Yes.
I say we go for it. It's a great plan. It's worked for us many times before.
It is how we found or scouted Oropos.
I mean, sure.
Can you point out for Castor exactly where this area that you're talking about is? It's a big city. I don't want to focus on areas that aren't important.
Would I be able to recall, like, specifically where he should be headed?
Within 50 to 100 meters, yeah. But specifically, not really.
Then I think I'm going to roughly explain where I've heard it is, which is not much, but like anywhere near.
Right, then. That's the plan?
Yes.
Oh, off I go. And I just jump and transform into a bird.
Kiriki's gonna try to catch him after he's a bird. Because he didn't get to be turned invisible yet.
I beak her.
I beat her.
I don't think she'd care.
But we said I'm not gonna go in Viz, right?
I think we said yes because bird snack.
Yeah, we didn't want you to get grabbed up by somebody on the ground or something.
Misunderstood.
Shot out of the ground. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kirik, you will quickly draw the invisibility symbol on him. In her own blood, taking damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not a crazy spell. But I've been rolling like ass lately. So, 7 points to me, and he's good to go.
All right. As you fly over the walls of Athens, you do see it is your classic destroyed city by demons. Buildings are ran into. Most of them are disheveled. Nothing left worth salvaging or that can be really salvaged. However, can you please make a perception check? And it is based on sight, which I believe you have advantage on, but I'm not 100% sure.
You have advantage on it?
What kind of bird are you?
I don't know, falcon?
Peregrine?
Keen sight. They have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
Nice.
Right. I rolled 2 times 15, so it's 24 total.
Nice. You're going to see some really weird shit. You're going to see very large bird-looking demons, and I can't remember if Demetrius has seen them before, probably. But they have very long talons, 4 fingers. They have feet like birds, like you, actually. They have large beaks that are hooked. They have yellow eyes. They have large feathered wings that they span probably about 12 feet. And then they themselves are about 9 feet tall. You're going to see those all over the city.
Are these rocks?
You don't know what they are?
I mean, like above table. Okay, yeah, we have seen those. Those were at the thieves' fight.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. There was a bunch of those. So there's more here. You would say there's probably hundreds. They seem to be on rooftops, in the streets, all over the place. And you're watching them, and you slow down your flying at first because you're like, oh shit, they're not laying on the ground dead. They are up. They are alive. You slow down, you start to turn around, and you realize that they're not moving, but they look like they are in flying positions. Like most of them either have their wings spread like they're flying, like they're flapping, or like they're gliding, but they're on the ground, and they don't seem to be moving at all. With your perception check, you can tell they are alive. They're just not moving.
Like, are they, I don't know, not even a little like, they seem frozen, let's say it like that, or?
They do seem frozen, yeah. But the 24, I'll let you ask anything you want. Besides their names, because I don't want to do that many generic white guy names right now.
So can I ask, do they blink?
With the 24, you do not see them blink.
You mean I can't tell, or do I realize they're not blinking? Because I can interpret it both ways the way you said it.
You don't see them blink. They don't seem to be blinking. But their eyes do have the film on the outside of them. Like they are alive. Like they can't see through their eyes. Their eyes are actively working. They're just not blinking.
Okay. Very strange. Do I see any other creature around, or just them?
Just them. Do you keep going to your destination spot?
Yes.
Okay. You get over there, and you do see more corpses. Some creatures you've never seen before. One of them is like a large... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a giant flying serpent or something like that, but it's made out of bones. You don't see any skin or anything. So it's either been here a really long time, or it's a bony creature of some kind. You see women, kind of. They have dark skin, they have dark hair, they have very demonic features like horns, wings, but they are humanoid looking women. They have long ears. That looks about it. Can you make a animal handling check real quick?
An animal handling check?
Yeah.
That's a strange request.
Mm-hmm. Or nature.
At 24? Nature would have been higher.
Nature would have been higher?
Yeah, at 26.
Okay, well, let's do nature then. All right, so you get a 26. You're looking at this area, and it looks like this battle took place around this well that's in kind of the opening space between all these buildings. And you can tell on the west side of this like area or courtyard where this well is, that there was something really heavy, some kind of creature really heavy with deep footprints or maybe hoof prints of some kind, and it looked like it had 3 horns by the way it ran into some buildings kind of on the north side of this area, and it seemed to have ran into things. You can see a little bit of blood where maybe it accidentally stepped on somebody and knocked them over. Hard to say.
What?
But that's about it. You can see with that perception check, I'm also going to say you can see remnants of clothing and people that might have been killed, but their bodies are not here.
Oh, I suspect there was a fight.
Uh-huh.
The frozen demons, are they in some sort of an action pose, like they were mid doing something when they froze, or are they just hanging?
They look like they were mid-action pose when they were frozen.
And that serpent-like thing that I saw.
Yeah, the bone one.
Yeah, is it also in the same way? Like,
no, it's well, I want to say it's dead, but I mean it's made out of bone, so I don't know, maybe you want to go touch it?
No, but is it standing or is it lying?
It is lying down, broken apart in pieces.
Okay, then okay. I thought it was one.
No, I'm saying. Well, I mean, so it is one. It looks.
It's a bit more apart than it should be if it was a creature. Like,
yeah,
if I understand correctly, all right.
Yeah, you can tell it has like a scorpion tail type thing, and it has like dragonfly looking wings.
But it's a skeleton.
Yep.
Interesting.
We've never fought anything like this.
I feel like we've fought something like this.
Nope. You have never seen this before. You've never fought this before.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Becca.
Yeah, he's scoping out what could have been a battle scene right now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I've been snickering the whole time.
Why?
Yeah, why, Kevin?
Spoilers.
Oh, did you guys do this? Did you guys do this?
Maybe. You can't prove anything.
In another life, maybe.
Bird boy.
Bird boy.
This may or may not have been the scene of a battle that you could listen to on an earlier episode of the Dungeon Speak podcast.
I see.
That'd be episode 95.
So,
Probably like 96 and 97.
There was 2.
Todd is trying to throw me off.
I'm not actually. It's it's kind of hard to describe things because it looks like there were more bodies, but they seem to have walked away.
Sorry. Sorry.
Let's see.
That makes me happy for some reason. I'm not going to explain in this moment.
Where am I headed at? Like, what? The instruction I was given to go to what exactly?
You're in the northeast section of Athens. You're in kind of the richer part. You can see that they have 2-story homes here, which is that's rich. There's more color on the columns and the banners and the housing, the paintings, the sculptures outside, and color's expensive. So
You're in the bougie neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay. And am I looking for something specific? No, just scoping around, right? I try to fly kind of low, like through the city, to try and look inside buildings if I see movements.
all right, make another perception check, please. And you know what? Why don't you add on a stealth check to that?
But I'm invisible.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
All right.
All right, fine. Do it with advantage. I'll do that.
So first, the perception. Perception is 20 total.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stealth. I'm not good at that.
Well, do it with advantage because you're an invisible bird.
Bird.
An 11.
Oh.
Wow.
But again, I'm invisible.
Uh-huh. What kind of sounds does an invisible bird make?
I would assume just the flapping of its wings, and if it's a falcon, it doesn't make a lot of flapping noises.
Well, so they actually have to flap more the lower they are to the ground, right? Because there's no, updraft or anything? I'm just asking. I'm not very good at bird stuff.
I'm not an ornithologist, so I don't know.
See, I don't even know what that word means, so yeah. That's how terrible I am. And what was your perception check one more time?
20 total.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, is it though?
Yeah, of course it is. Right? So you are flying through the mean streets of Athens, looking in on the buildings. You don't see anybody. You do see blood here and there. Oh. You see these demons that you have no idea what the name of them could be, standing in the streets like they're in flying positions, so you get a good look at them now, like a very closer look. And then you fly by one of the buildings, and you can see kind of in the shadows of a tree that was planted there on a rooftop is a hooded figure, and with your perception check, its face does not seem normal. It seems like the skin is peeled off. You can see blood. The eyes don't seem alive, really. It's almost like somebody who's been killed, but he is wearing a purple cloak, purple leather, and a purple hood, and he has a bow, and he's just watching you. He does not look of flesh and blood, so to speak.
What do you mean
At least
watching?
not all of it.
What do you mean watching me?
He is crouched down, invisible to where nobody could see him, with the sun shining down. He didn't really think that through. And he just seems to be watching you fly by. You can see his head turning, but his eyes are like bloodshot and there's no pupil. Like his eyes are just wrong.
Okay. Color me concerned. I notice him like following my movement.
Mm-hmm.
And is he the only person that I see that looks like that, or are there more people in other rooftops?
That is the only person you see anywhere like that.
And in the buildings, I didn't see anyone when I flew down?
No, sir. I kind of seem to be the same MO you've seen everywhere else. It looked like the demons went through the buildings, killed everybody, or dragged them away. And then all these flying demons seem to be out in the open, like maybe they were in the air and then dropped. Exactly where they were in the air.
Okay. I make one last round in case I see something interesting. I'm not sure, knowing what to look for. And I return to the group. Anything happens, or do I return without incident?
You return without incident.
Okay. So I land, I transform back. Oh, let me remove my wild shape charge. I transform back, and I'm looking a little bit concerned. That was when you think you've seen everything, I always get surprised. The city was rather empty in its majority. I saw several of the, I'm not sure if you remember them, the bird-like demons.
Yes, the large ones with the strange beak-like heads.
Yes, like the ones in Thebes.
Yes, yeah. We've fought a number of those before.
And, the strange thing about them was that they were frozen in space or frozen in place, similar to sometimes the magic that you cast to some of the demons. The Malachi, they were just in sort of an action pose, like they've fallen from the sky directly as they were flying. There's hundreds of them like that.
Interesting.
Through a specific part in town, there was a sign of battle, large footprints from a creature there were people gored by what seemed to be horns and destroyed buildings, so there was some sort of scuffle there. And the weirdest of it all is, as I was flying in to take a closer look in the city, try to see inside the buildings, I saw one creature. It was at a rooftop. Looked like a mix between a demon and a skeleton, maybe. It was really unnatural. And it was clad in all purple leathers and cloaks. Appeared to be an archer, and it was looking at me. I could understand that it could see me and was tracing my movements. And so I directly flew out of there because I was afraid there would be more of them.
Even though it could see you, even though you were visible? Or at least it knew where you were. Okay. And you said you only saw one of these types of creatures.
Yes, I could only see one, but I'm not sure if there would be more. But I didn't see any more, as hard as I was trying to look.
Do you think that it's safe to move through the city, or do you think that it'd be smarter just to move on?
Well, it is a strange occurrence in the city, and it's a big risk because we don't know what's holding those demons and if they can break free of whatever quote-unquote spell they're under. If they were to be released, we would be overwhelmed, I think.
Well, you saw no surviving people.
None.
Just a lot of strangely frozen demons and one, you said, partially alive. Archer, kind of.
Oh, yes. A demon-like creature, but just a little bit different.
Interesting. I don't know. Kiri and Nefeli, do you have any opinions? I'm happy to just move on. I feel like there's not much we could do in Athens, and there doesn't seem to be any direct call to action here.
Perhaps we can just keep that in mind for the near future, so that perhaps should our journey up by here, perhaps we'll return with more knowledge on how to tackle this issue.
Perhaps if there's some reality in which we gain the upper hand, be a part of retaking this place. But I don't think there's anything we're going to do with the four of us. And it doesn't look like the city needs us anymore. It seems to be gone, for the most part.
Yeah, I don't think we should stay.
In that case, should we move towards Corinth now?
Malachi stands up. He was like on a knee, kind of looking over this place. He stands up, brushes off his cloak a little bit.
I see no reason to stay. Let's move on.
And he takes a look back at Athens. Goddamn. He looks back at Athens for a little bit, and you could see there's almost a nostalgic look on his face as well as he looks it over and then turns away to continue moving towards Corinth.
All right. So you guys will be heading north, then west, and then southwest. So the first day was free. The rest of this isn't going to be. So as you move through the demonic territories of Greece, who wants to roll the first D100?
It should be Magda, because we've all experienced this.
Trial by fire.
Just a regular D20?
No, a
D100.
D100.
D100, sorry.
The higher, the better.
Oh.
I believe the higher the better for Todd.
87.
Actually, the higher the better for you guys.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful morning as you move away from Athens, watching the sunrise over it. The city that was once very, very, very prominent and had a very powerful naval fleet, now gone. Dust, ruin. For afternoon time, who's going to roll that?
I'll do it.
Don't make me do it. Yeah, let somebody who rolls good do it.
Okay, Becca. I'll do it. 61.
You have a wonderful afternoon. You actually have good weather. Again, there's no birds because they're all mostly dead. But yeah, it's good travels. Nothing wrong. You guys stop, have a little bit of a lunch. Everything absolutely fine. Get back on the road. Head into your second evening of travel. Still going north towards the coast. Going over the rocky hills, the low mountains. You can see the Corinthian Gulf coming up on the west. Who would like to roll into the evening?
I'll do it.
Yeah, you will. I'm saving Becca because I know she's going to roll like a 01.
Oh, 93.
93. So this is a good day. It's a good, cool, clean weather. Air smells nice. You guys find a perfect spot to set up camp. A little bit on a hill, but in a small cluster of trees. You sit up there, have some dinner. You're able to get warm, but also not carry on a firelight in order to attract demons going into the night. You guys want to have watches, set up camp? What do you want to do?
Yeah, probably set up camp. Malachi, as they're kind of gearing down, throwing out stuff, he's going to look to everybody and say,
He's actually going to mostly look at Nefeli. We normally divide watches for the evening. We try to keep 2 people awake at a time to cover all sides and see as much as possible. Are you willing to take a watch tonight?
I mean, of course, that sounds properly sensible.
So, because there's less of us now, I think it should be, unfortunately, it'll have to be 2 stay up and then 2 sleep. So I think it should just be 2 people stay up for the first 8 and then 2 people sleep for the next 8. That's just how we're going to have to do it in order for everyone to get a full rest.
We could divide things a little bit better. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we can afford to rest that long. It's a lot of time wasted.
I think we should just, I don't think we can afford having 2 people awake.
Maybe we could just try to set up some, like, MacGyvered sound alarms. Like if there are some, like, destroyed stuff we could salvage.
I will take an 8-hour watch. The rest of you can rest, and when I am done, I will rest what I can. If I do not get a full night, it is fine. I've done worse before.
That is terrible. That is
It's
a terrible idea.
But it's going to be the only way for us to survive or to make good time.
I'd like to think that my sanctuary offers adequate protection.
Your sanctuary?
The hearth bubble.
Oh.
Malachi rubs his forehead a little bit.
I
It's
also
been so long
have
since we've been on the
sanctuary.
road. Forgot that was a thing. We should be safe within that then. Perhaps we can avoid a watch.
So.
No, we can't avoid a watch. We'll have to still do watches. It'll have to just be one person.
I can make a watch by myself.
Castor, perhaps you could take a watch and I will take the other.
Yes, I'll take the first one.
Okay. We'll do that. It's a little clunkier than we're used to, but we'll make it work.
If the first 2 watches could probably be without an extra set of eyes, but the last 2 can be done alone. That way, not done alone, I'm sorry. It can have 2 sets of, or 2 people awake, because we'll already have our full sleep.
Yes. Yes, that sounds good.
All right, sleep it is.
Castor, if you need anything or if something happens, you know the routine. Wake somebody at least. Loud shout always seems to do it.
You do. So I will set up the Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow, meaning we have +5 to stealth and perception checks. And then, since it's the first shift before I get my rest, I use my second wild shape and I turn into a bird again. So I have advantage on perception checks.
All right, that's a good idea. Please just go over this with me one more time, because I got a little bit lost. So it's going to be Castor, and then Kiriki, and then Malachi?
No, it's going to be Castor, Malachi, and then Kiriki and Nefeli will do the final watch together.
Okay. So, Castor, during your watch, please make a perception check with your +5 and advantage because you're a bird.
Bird.
Okay, so I will roll 1d20 plus 14 twice.
Yes.
31 on the first roll. And a natural 1 on the second roll. Holy shit. So a 31 total.
Well, a 31's pretty good. You don't
I
see
say.
anything. Nothing seems to happen on your watch.
Right.
Do you wake up Malachi as a bird?
No.
Okay.
Ah.
Malachi will, when he is awakened for his watch, he will put himself at the edge of the hearth to where he can still see out around them pretty well, but he's going to remain in the hearth for the most part, so he can get that advantage to his, or that bonus to his perception, because God knows he needs it.
Uh-huh.
And I cannot turn into a bird. But
go ahead and roll. See what happens.
It's a +5, right?
Yep.
Okay. Where's my perception? Okay, that's a 12.
12's pretty good.
It's one above my passive.
Nothing happens. You don't see anything.
Good.
Should be fine. I mean, surely, if anything was going to happen, you would have synced it.
Surely.
Surely?
Yep. Don't call me Shirley. Malachi wakes up Kiriki, just kind of like gives her a light tap on the shoulder, and he's gonna leave waking up Nefeli to Kiriki, and he's just going to kind of be like half laying down as he wakes her up.
No, I don't want to get up.
You gotta make sure nobody kills us in our sleep, Gary.
Oh, okay. Kiriki will sit up and walk over to Nefeli and like poke her face and like poke her cheek. Nefeli, it's time to wake up.
Nefeli.
As Malachi's rolling over in his bedroll, like getting ready to go to sleep, he just passively says out to Kiriki,
"Don't chase any spider women into the forest without me, okay?"
No promises.
I think Nefeli is just going to get up, plop somewhere near the fire, and just try to chill out.
Okay. Do y'all have a fire going?
Probably not.
Kevin was mentioning a hearth.
It's an ability that Castor has.
But the
okay.
hearth covers any kind of fire from someone that's outside the hearth, so you don't see the fires burning inside.
I imagine we probably would have done a fire knowing that his hearth can conceal the flame, so
Yes.
we probably want to stay warm, because it's probably chilly tonight, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry. Oh no.
Sorry,
That
the
is
laughing
my-
and the oh no.
That is my third natural one.
Oh no is correct.
But hey, Nefeli gets to roll too.
18.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. So, with your 18, you actually do hear some noises. It seems steady at first, and then you realize that it's almost sounds like heavy footprints coming from the east of where you guys currently are. Do you wanna go check it out? Wanna see what's up?
I'm just going to stay here.
Mhm.
So yeah. I'm going to pass on whatever it was.
Okay. So you hear it. You hear the footsteps. And then probably after a minute and a half, you don't hear anymore. Seems to be distant and keep going. So after that, that's it. Other than that, you wake up in the morning. It is a new day. A new sunny day. The sun is shining and it's so pretty coming up over the mountains, over the hills. You can see the Gulf to the west of you. A little bit to the south more now, as you're going around it.
How many days
Who's
has it
having
been
breakfast?
since we left Thebes?
2. Oh wait, since you left Thebes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hang on. 4.
Ooh. Okay. Thank
Don't
you.
worry, you're out here with all your close friends. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
We're so close. So very close. So if we continue on, I suppose, pack up our wee little camp.
Who's cooking breakfast?
Rations or
Okay.
berries.
Yeah, Malachi will hand everybody some fish. Anybody want a fish?
No, thank you.
No,
He-
not for me.
She says no thank you as he's like holding out this fish, and he pulls it back for a second, and then he looks at it, and then he looks at her.
Shit. Are you okay?
What? No, I'm fine. I don't have murderous intentions yet, so we're good to go.
Keep me apprised if the situation changes.
Well, I should say murderous intentions towards y'all.
Oh, good. Yes. I do need you to keep your murderous intentions towards the demons. We would like you to have those.
Yes.
Nefeli, fish.
Food.
Thank you. Yes. And she's going to like handle it with 2 fingers. Like one would hold used diaper. Like her hand far away from her. This
It's
is
just a fish.
This is not something she's vibing with.
I think Castor is making berries if you don't want fish.
I think Nefeli, like knowing just how efficient the berries are and what a good food source they are, she kind of thinks of all the other survivors who could have had a better use for it. So I think she's gonna chop down on some fish.
Hey, this is nothing. We used to have a guy who walked around with us, kept trying to make us eat dried algae. Should be grateful for fish.
Good times.
After a delicious fishy breakfast, I suppose we'll head back out onto the road.
All right. Becca, are you going to be brave now and make the world a better place for us?
Am I rolling?
Oh, yeah. I think it's time.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I have been rolling like dog water.
I know. It's going to be a boss fight.
This is the turning of the... Oh, fuck.
3!
God damn it.
I'm sorry, is it really?
It's a 3! Jesus Christ, have mercy.
I knew
on
I could
my
depend
soul.
on you.
You
What's
have to
gonna
turn... You have to turn your bot back on, Becca.
I have no luck. It's all gone.
It's my job here, damn it.
So,
I have a preference that I've rolled maybe 3 times. Natural or 3 d20s, and all of them have been natural ones.
God damn. It is not Kiraki's day.
He says,
well, so with time, things have changed in Greece. And now it's been several months, the demons and their abyssal influence have affected the creatures of Greece, which is what you guys met with the Minotaur. Now, in that, I have been adding creatures to the D100 table, 1 through 10, that are from this happenstance, this demonic influence. And Becca, bless her soul, has rolled for this table, which means you're about to see some creatures that you guys have never seen before.
Oh, goody.
Brand new. And you thought some of them were pretty powerful before. It's only going to get funner. Becca, can you please roll a 1d6?
no.
It would be a 1d10, but I'm not that fast.
A 1.
A 1?
Girl.
And it keeps giving.
Actually, a 1 is good news.
Yeah, it's probably like one of the creatures.
Yeah, something like that. Do you want to share the love or keep rolling?
I'll keep rolling. Let's make this worse.
Okay. Please roll a 1d4.
A 4.
Hey!
Okay. Oh. Okay, please roll a 1d4.
A 2.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to get all my bad luck out.
Sure.
Cleanse the palate.
Now, because of the nature of how you're traveling, and because you're not traveling slow or anything like that, I am not going to have you guys roll stealth checks to say that you're
Okay.
moving stealthy.
Yeah, no, we're just walking.
Yeah, just walk, having a good time, you know? Okay. Now, you guys are moving west. So let's put you on the east side of the map. And if you would please put yourselves in the order that you'd be walking. Probably Malachi and Kiriki up front.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
probably
usually
Kiriki's in the
like
front.
this. Yeah.
Malachi
But
would
I'm
be right behind
usually
her.
near the front because of the perception thing.
Mhm.
Okay. Back to what we were doing. As you guys come into like a grassy area, and you can see where there's a slight disheveled monument to the right as you walk around a few pillars that have fallen down. You hear some movement ahead, and you look around the corner to see that there are what looks like 3 of these very large looking Minotaur archers. And then behind it, there are 2 more Minotaurs. And these Minotaurs look crazy different. They're still huge. I mean, these Minotaurs are easily between 7 and 9 feet tall. They look very muscular. The ones in between the archer Minotaurs, they have a staff in their left hand with like a skull at the top, and it looks like there's horns on the skull. And then in the right hand, they have an axe of some kind, and you can see there's lettering on it. Malachi would immediately recognize it as abyssal writing. And then these Minotaurs all have like red burning eyes, and most of them look like they have cuts, and their blood looks like it's stained on them, and it is not red, it is black. But you see 3 archers, 2 of these staff-wielding ones, and then behind it, 1 more archer. Their passive perceptions are pretty good, especially the archers. So, as you guys go around the corner, is there anything you would like to immediately do?
I know this is a long shot considering my passive perception ain't that hot, but does Malachi see these creatures doing hostile action? Do they seem like they're knocking bows or anything like that?
Looks like they're walking.
They're just walking.
Yeah. They're not jaywalking, so I don't think you consider it a hostile action, but... all right.
It's okay. I'm not a cop. I don't give a shit. Fuck. I think
That's not
Malachi's.
immediate.
I think.
Come on.
I think Malachi's first instinct would be to, because Castor and Kiriki are somewhat close to him, to try and like grab their shoulders or something and move them down. Be like, hide. Try and get everybody to lay low so that we don't immediately
Yeah, I would
hostile
also like
action.
quickly seek something to duck behind.
Yeah, maybe like tuck and roll next to this dropped down pillar.
Castor, you've once used your magic on us to make us more stealthy. Would that be possible for us to
already on
sneak?
it? And I use pass without trace.
All right. Well, you two go ahead and roll stealth checks. Malachi's very stealthy, and he said it quietly, but you have to use a spell.
So before the bonus of pass without trace?
Yep. You're casting a spell from your staff. That's pretty magical.
Are all of us rolling stealth? Or just
Not yet.
Castor and Nephili?
Just those 2. Nephili, what'd you get?
I've gotten 19.
All right. Castor, what'd you get?
I rolled a 16.
All right. So as you guys are talking about this, and he casts it from his staff, you guys duck down, but Malachi and Kiriki, you do see the archers kind of stop, and they hold up one of their clawed hands, and they start looking around. Would everybody now please roll a stealth check with Pass Without a Trace? And you guys can see kind of ahead of you, straight across this open grassy area, there is a rocky hill. To the right of you, there's that kind of broken pillar with some stone steps. They seem more to your left, around this pathway. You can see rocks at. You can see there's like a fallen column right there. The sun is decently up. There's bushes in front of you and around the map that you could probably use. There's not very many trees, though. There's some to your far right, some to your far left, but none in between you. If you're going to run towards them, that'd be a long run with 6-armed archers. So I'm going to leave that up to you. What's your
There's
stealth
a
check,
reason for
please?
hiding. Malachi got a 20.
Nice.
Castor got a 22.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi, you rolled without the... Oh, no, you did. Oh, you rolled really
Yeah.
low.
I rolled a 6.
Never you
Kirky
mind.
got a 36.
Christ.
Sorry, say it one more time.
36.
Nice. And what did Nepheli get?
I've gotten 26.
26. Okay. You guys feel like they're definitely not going to see you, but they have stopped and they are looking around. You can see that the ones kind of in the middle with the staffs, you can see that their hands and the staff start kind of giving off almost a purple glow, but they are just looking around intently.
Interesting.
But now you're not on a time clock, so what do you want to do?
I would like... I'm going to talk real fast before anyone else can. Kirky would like to... Because the stealth check counts for spells too, right?
If you're going to cast a spell, then you have to redo the stealth check.
Okay, that's
but
fine.
you can't quite. You'll still have pass without a trace, though.
Okay, so Kirky is going to cast a spell, and I need this... One of the staff ones in the back, the one on the right side, to make an intelligence saving throw.
All right. If you're going to do that, then let's go ahead and you roll that stealth check, and also everybody roll initiative.
Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum.
Well, I rolled another 36 on my stealth check.
All right.
Must have been the wind.
If the creature is immune to being frightened, it automatically succeeds, by the way.
All right. Castor, what'd you get for your initiative?
I got an 18.
Oh. Okay. Kirky, what'd you do?
20.
Nice. Malachi?
23.
Ooh, very nice. Nepheli.
I've gotten 10.
You know why this is really good? Because they're all going to move around, and you're going to area effect, and you're going to kill everyone. And your stealth check was a what, Kirky? I'm sorry?
Another 36.
Of course, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So the one on the right, he will roll
Yes.
a intelligence saving throw. He's not proficient. He does not have magic resistance. And his only immunity is something I'm not going to tell you about, but it is not fear. That is a natural 19 plus 1, though.
Damn it. That sucks.
Sorry.
Let me see if you
Kinda.
enough. Does it?
What?
What
What were you... Huh?
What was I trying to do?
Yeah, I want to know if they would notice that something happened to him or not.
Enemies abound. I tried reaching into his mind and telling him that he was surrounded by enemies.
Oh. Okay. So I will say that y'all can see him kind of look around quickly, like he maybe saw something, and then he shakes his head, and you can see like he snorts a little bit, and you see this like purple mist come out of his nose as he snorts. But he just keeps looking around, and is there anything else you guys would like to do? So I'm going to go ahead and, depending on what you want to do, go into initiative order. Malachi, it would be your turn if you wanted to do anything.
I'm going to whisper to my friends very quietly within the confines of our stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
He would have noticed probably that Kirky immediately tried to cast a spell. He's going to kind of look at everybody and say,
It might be a good idea for us to just try and not attack these things. There's a lot of them. Perhaps we try and find another route.
I'm not in agreement.
I think because I'm looking at the way that this map is structured, it looks as though to the south, moving westward, if we moved our way along the bottom of the map, there seems to be quite a bit of debris as well as trees and stuff that we might be able to use as temporary cover as we move through this place. Does that seem agreeable to you, Todd?
It sounds perfectly agreeable. There's bushes, there's trees, there's that broken pillar, there's the rocks. You guys could, especially the way you guys are stealthing, you could move. You feel confident you can move past them.
Okay. Yeah, Malachi is going to move. Let me see how far exactly I can get. Okay, Malachi is going to move quietly, trying to stay low. He's going to try and make his way to the tree that is just a bit west of them, southwest. Okay. He's going to kind of go over some of the rubble, but he's going to, once again, he's staying low, trying to stay quiet, move fast.
Right. They cannot match your stealth checks. So, unless you guys want to do something to attack them, then I'm going to say that you see them walking cautiously across the middle of this field, looking around, but unable to find you guys as you just simply pass each other.
I think Malachi, just speaking for myself, I think Malachi would not want this to be a fight, judging by the fact that there are 6 of them and they are all, like, mostly all of them are 6-armed archers. Doesn't sound like a fight we can win very easily.
Now, this would be considered a deadly encounter if you were to put it into terms.
Yeah. If we don't have to fight them because they haven't seen us yet, Malachi would very much want to continue moving quietly past them. So unless either of the 3 of you are just going to pop off and start raining death upon these guys, I think it's safe to say we sneak by them.
Okay. 1 vote for sneak. Castor, what do you think?
I wholeheartedly agree.
All right. 2. Kiki, you thinking death?
Oh, man. The problem is Kiriki will take a lot more convincing to just sneak past because she just avoiding fights is not her forte, but she's not dumb enough to run in on her own. So if her friends aren't going, she's begrudgingly following them and swearing in a foreign language as they go, quietly mumbling to herself.
I mean, we still have Nefeli. Nefeli could be like, "Come on, Kiriki, we could take him," and then that's the turning of the tide.
And
so, I don't know,
this would be me rolling a new character. So yeah, she's going to sneak with everyone.
All right.
As we're getting up to like a certain point, sneaking by, Malachi notices that Kiriki's probably getting a little antsy, not fighting these things. And he's just going to, like, put a hand on her shoulder and whisper to her, "There will be plenty more things for us to kill somewhere where we're not in an open field, outnumbered and outmatched."
And Nefeli, you have most definitely read about minotaurs, and this is not what you read about them. They did not have 6 arms, and the glowing shit. That is not what you read about.
The Romance novels didn't include such portrayals of them.
The one time that we fought one of these things before, I very strongly remember it had a lot of fucking health. And there was 5 of us at the time, so...
Well, so you guys walk past. They unknowingly walk past.
2 ships on the breeze.
Yep. Everything's perfectly fine.
As we get a fairly decent distance away from them, at least, you know, a good ways out to where we can stop stealthing and speak normally. Mm-hmm. Probably after like 20 or so minutes of moving quietly past them and stuff like that, Malachi is going to stand up from his somewhat stealthy walk, take a look around.
Oh, thank you, everyone, for not engaging, especially you, Kiri. I know that was hard, but I don't think we really needed to start that fight today.
Not a fact.
We'll find something for you to kill soon. I'm sure of it. Maybe something that's not 12 feet tall and with 6 arms.
But that makes it more fun. The harder the fight, the more exciting.
Just think of all the times the Castor would have to bring me back from death.
Yeah. Poor Castor's sanity, I guess.
Exactly.
I do appreciate it. Very thoughtful of you.
Whatever.
That's a good sneak peek of the kinds of creatures we've had to fight in the past, however, Nefeli, in case the demons at the Eteropos didn't give you a good enough idea. those things are also walking around out here.
Right. I've already been trying to figure out how to be more efficient with my magic.
Whatever gifts your father has given you, I'm sure will be useful.
I'm the Nepo baby of this party.
You are a treasured and valued member of this party.
I'm the minimum wage worker who's in over his head.
Yerky works for the mafia, so I mean, like...
Damn.
Castor's the groundskeeper, literally.
All right. So you guys move on from there. The sun is high in the sky. You can almost smell the salt from the Gulf of Corinth to the south of you as you move around the Gulf itself. Who wants to roll a D100? Who's feeling lucky? Not Becca lucky. Don't get me wrong. Let's not kill the party.
No, not me. Don't make me do it again.
What for Magda?
I mean, I can. 1d100?
Yes, ma'am.
27.
Mm-hmm. 27.
27.
27. Okay.
27.
A 27. Okay.
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
All right. Can you please roll a 1d10?
That's a 6.
What are you gonna throw at us this time?
I don't know yet. Can you please roll another 1d10?
2.
Okay. Can you please roll a 1d6?
2 again.
Okay. You see, as you guys are coming up over Rocky Hill, that a little bit south of you, more towards the water, moving away from it like they recently were there fishing or something, you can see what looks like 2 centaurs. They have the lower body of a horse, the upper body of a human. You can see they have bows on their back, and they have pikes that they are carrying and kind of using like walking sticks. Nepheli would recognize these immediately. Anybody who's lived around Greece for long would know them. Castor, maybe not, because they wouldn't come up in conversations a lot. But you just see 2 of them. It looks like they have their eyes open, like they're looking, but they're not expecting danger of any kind. So they're just casually looking around as they walk, and you can see they have a basket of some kind, like there's fish in there, and it's on one of their backs, like strapped to it.
Do they look in any way or form, let's say, demonized?
Make a
Demonic?
perception check, please.
Yes, sir. Oh, a 19.
They don't look demonized. You haven't seen any demons really carrying wood and iron-tipped pikes. They usually are carrying black stone-looking weapons. They don't have any kind of glowing eyes. They don't have any sigils or anything like that looks demony on them.
How far away are they?
Yeah.
They're about 100 feet away from you. Looks like they're coming up a small path as you guys are coming over a rocky hill. And you guys would run into the same path if you kept on your course.
I turn to the others and go, dude.
I suggest we try to avoid a fight. Any fight.
Malika is staring quite like his eyes are very narrowed. He's tilting his head a little bit. Are those
Centaurs.
people? Centaurs. I'm not familiar with this kind of... Are they demons?
No, they're...
They don't seem to have demonic
Ours.
characteristics. I put my hand over my eyes and just to try and look better.
They had binoculars.
Can
Yeah,
I
if-
make a history a history check about what I know about centaurs?
Yeah, go ahead.
Been around a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a 27.
Hey, there she is.
Okay. Gosh.
And golly gee, I dare say.
Can you roll a religion check with advantage?
Ooh.
Because 27 is really high.
26.
Okay. So they're decently, I don't want to use the word famous, but popular. Mostly in Thessaly and Arcadia is kind of where they live there. They are not known to really live in civilization. They prefer the woods. They don't like humans. They stay away from them. You've heard they're impulsive, violent, and driven by appetite, which you can think what you want by seeing these two here with the basket. There is a famous centaur who was rumored to have trained some of the most famous heroes of Greece. And with your religion roll and your history roll, you know that Zeus favored them and used them in a forest that is very north of you. You believe it was called the Foloi Forest, the Foloi Oak Forest. It was about 25 miles inland from the Adriatic Sea, and they were rumored to be very dangerous there. They were rumored to kill people there on sight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nobody went there and came back out. Not even heroes. But it was also rumored that Zeus had something there that they were protecting, and it was on his behalf. So that's why nobody ever pushed it. It was also said that they were offspring of King Ixion. Ooh. little bit of tea for you. But it was a king who was the son of Ares that murdered his father-in-law, tried to seduce Hera, that's right, the wife of Zeus, and then was cursed. And that's how we got there.
Ballsy.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lore dump. Kirky, you share?
Yes. Kirky explains her knowledge of centaurs in a way Kirky would with that information. I don't know, they might like you, Nefeli. They're favored by...
Well, I would be delighted to. Problem was that part was never really explained to me. So, do I understand it correctly that if we are seen by these creatures, we are either killed on sight or just allowed to pass? Because I'm
really leaning on the idea of you being daughter of Zeus being a favorable thing. If we have to kill them, we can, I'm sure. There's only 2 of them, I think, but I mean, I'd rather not have to kill people that aren't demons. The world's kind of short of those right now.
So, do we just continue sneaking, and if we're spotted, hopefully they notice me first?
Kiri, are these things, they look like people? Are they, do they have society? Do they have, customs like ours? Or do they speak to us, do you think?
From what I know, I think they're usually... They have like a tribal society. Some might be friendly. Some might be more hostile. It just depends.
I might have an idea.
No?
How about you hide and I approach them and try to strike up a conversation? Maybe if I'm just a one lone woman associated with them partially by blood, and hope for the best.
It would be a good change of pace to actually try to talk our way out of it for once instead of directly fighting.
If they decide to attack me, I am able to cast magic that prevents me from being harmed. as long as I don't harm other creatures, and that would give me a moment for you guys to reach me.
I think it would be of great benefit for us to try and make allies where we can, even if these creatures might be prone to violent nature. I mean, so are we. So it would be beneficial to have some other allies in the world, at least, even if they are creatures we're not familiar with.
Okay, so do we go according to my plan?
I think it's a good plan. I think you should take Castor with you. He is very favored by the gods himself, and I believe well attuned with more natural aspects of this world.
I mean, of course. And I think Nefeli is going to try to strike up sympathy points by having Castor kinda lean against her as they walk together.
Just remember, my social skills aren't the best.
You just wish me really, really, really good luck.
Of course, dear.
The wink of guidance.
Oh, yes. That's what I want on a t-shirt.
Kiri and I will hang out back here, hidden. In case things get violent, we'll come do what we do best. But I think you've got this under control.
Okay, so Nefeli is going to wait for the two murder creatures to stay hidden. And then I'm going to approach the centaurs with Castor kind of leaning against her and say, hello.
Yeah, you see what looks like to me a male. He's got a black beard, black long hair. It goes a little bit past his shoulders. He does look broad, but not exactly muscular. And then there's a woman behind him with long red hair. She looks more acrobatic and dexterous than he does. But she also has, strong legs, because, fucking horse. But she kind of grips her pike, and he stops and he holds up his pike as he gets decently ready to use it, but doesn't exactly point it at you. But he says, "Ooh, hello. Are you all normal?"
Meaning non-demon? Yes.
Whatever those creatures are. I don't know what they're called.
I just wanted to give you a notice that I'm passing by so that I don't accidentally break any of your customs. Would you mind letting me and my friends just pass by?
We are travelers here. We don't own this land or anything. This is not where we're from. We are on the move away from these creatures. You see the woman behind him, you can see she's stomping her hooves, and she does not look comfortable. She just yells out while he's talking. She says, "Show us your blood. Show us. If it's black, you die."
I think Nefeli is just going to slightly raise her hand and summon electricity to crackle within it and kind of look at her as if she was getting the proof she wanted.
The man will hold up his pike again and say, "Calm down, sister. Ma'am, this is nothing against you. This is a weird time. And, sir, sorry about this. We had a village of people come stay in our camp, and it turns out that none of them were really people. During the night, they devoured a lot of us." He's kind of looking down. He's like, we lost 23 that night. We thought they were just normal people, citizens. We were wrong. The only thing we know is they have black blood. That's the only thing we know.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. We actually experienced this very recently ourselves. It's the first time we've encountered this. And just to put your minds at ease, and I don't even have a dagger. Can I...
Make yourself with a thorn.
Yeah, Can I say I create a thorn with druidcraft?
Yeah, you can do that.
And prick the tip of my finger.
Okay. The woman, she'll stop stomping. Her hooves in kind of like almost pacing, and she'll calm down a little bit. And the man will say, he'll smile and he'll say, "Thank you. It's we don't know what's going on around here."
Times are challenging, and it's not something that we will hold against you. We completely understand your fears and concerns. In fact, I applaud you for being so careful.
Do you have a clan to go back to? If you are on the move, you could join us. You could travel with us. We're moving north. We're gonna try to make it to Olympus, where we may not be favored, but at least we're hoping there we can get a talking to instead of just death.
That sounds very kind of you. And normally we would take you up on that offer, but me and my companion here, we have other matters to attend to. But we will surely try to make an effort and come see you at Olympus.
All right.
Where, if I may ask, where were you attacked?
It was northwest of here, more towards Delphi. We were gonna make our way there. We were hoping that people would gather there. It was called the Center of the World. We were wrong. It was the Center of Death.
And the ones, I shall call them imposters, were they human or were they centaurs like you?
They were human.
I see. My friend, please be careful on your journey and keep being wary. There are many dangers that lie ahead.
Thank you. The woman will open the basket on her back and kind of twist around, and she'll pull out two large fish. You would recognize them as tuna, and she will kind of hold them out. She would just say, "Fish."
That's mighty kind of you. Won't you miss them?
We have good catches today. It was a good day.
Thank you. And I'll take the fish to avoid being rude, because I think customary might be rude to them.
It seems like she has an innate dislike for people, but given the state of things, she's just kind of not sure what to think, maybe, or just angry.
I hope things get better for you.
Says, "You too." The male tip his spear, and good luck to y'all. We're going to meet with the rest of our clan and move north. May the gods keep your paths clear.
And yours as well.
And they head north. They do pick up the pace a little bit, but they head north down the path and eventually make their way through some trees and just disappear from sight.
Once they've cleared the trees and disappeared from sight, Malachi will come out from behind the rocks they're hiding behind.
Well, that seems to go well.
They seemed more scared than anything. They claim to have been attacked by creatures similar to the ones that attacked you in the camp. The imposters, the doppelgangers, I don't know what you will call them. The hidden demons.
Imposters is a fair enough term, I think, for them. That's what I would call them. Things that hide in plain sight like that. If this collection of, what did you call them, centaurs, are being attacked by these things, that means that they've got a foothold. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. We'll have to be extremely careful moving forward. I'm not sure how we can figure out a way to gauge these things. Kiri, you seemed to know, maybe it was Nefeli. I remember one of you had said something about the way these things work once before. These imposters. Any ideas on how we might spot them before they get the jump on us?
They look mostly like human, but there are some... They don't look like 100% human. They have like an off-putting appearance to them a little bit. Like, if I remember, I think Todd said something along the lines of like they have like fevers and their skin looks a little peely.
Yeah, the skin was a big thing. The smell also.
Yeah.
I will trust in your incredible senses to point them out should we run across them. Did these centaurs tell you where they came from and if the road ahead is safe?
They came from Delphi, and they didn't know much about the road further. They said
nothing else.
I think they were very wary of running into more monsters after what happened to them.
That's understandable. If nothing else, at least we've managed to meet some other creatures that are alive.
Not trying to kill us.
Not trying to kill us, yeah. Let's keep pressing on. Hopefully we find more of this kind of greeting once we reach Corinth.
Agreed.
All right. And for the evening of day 3, just one more day to go. Who wants to roll that D100?
I'll do it.
Roll another 03. That was fun.
91.
That's better.
It is
I like that
clear
number.
roads. You can sometimes see the gull, smell it. The air has like a crispy, sweet smell to it. The sun may be going down, but you can see a whole lot. In the distance, on the tallest mountain as you go around the Gulf, you might be able to see a small bit of Corinth that connects the central Greece from southern Greece. The biggest trade city in the area. But it's the end of day 3. Same watches as before?
Yeah, that's easy.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sure.
In that case, I believe it was Nefeli, then
Nope.
Kiriki. Oh, no, wait. It was Kiriki, then Malachi, then Nefeli.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, why don't y'all just tell me, because I'm wrong constantly.
I was first.
Sure.
Then it was Malachi, and then it was Nefeli and Kiriki together.
All right, fine. Are y'all doing the hearth thing again?
Yes, of course.
Okay. What kind of spot would you like to look for? On like a hill and some trees? What's up?
Like, elevated as possible with some trees around.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So kind of the same as before. Rocky hill with clustered trees.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
Should I
so
roll
if you
my...
would- Yeah, roll that perception. Don't forget
Sorry.
your +5. There you go.
Yes. So, 31 total.
Wow. Your watch has nothing happening. It looks fine. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. I forgot to ask if you were a bird, but either way, nothing happens.
That's why I rolled twice.
It's a fine night. Do you want to wake anybody up at the end of your watch? You want to do
I was gonna
anything?
say, is it my turn?
Malachi.
Okay. You wake up Malachi. He kind of rolls around a little bit. Anything I should know?
Quiet shift for me.
Shift.
Shift.
I just thought it was funny how you referred to it as a shift, like you're at work.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds good. Get some good rest. I'll holler if anything tries to kill me.
He goes and kind of drags a rock over a little bit towards the edge of this hearth and sits down. Okay.
Go ahead and roll a
+5.
perception check.
Not a number, Kevin. Okay, there we go. Ooh, a 23.
All right. You're watching from up high. See the rocks and these trees. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. It is peaceful. Your watch goes absolutely fine, and you can wake up the next person if you want, or you can let them sleep and have a peaceful night.
Malachi will wait his 4 hours out, keeping careful watch on things. And then when he feels a bit groggy again, he'll stand up and once again, he's going to move over, lay down on his bedroll next to Kiriki, and then just kind of give her a little tap on the shoulder.
Your turn.
I hate this. And she will wake up and she'll walk over again, wake Nefeli. All right, it's time for our watch.
Sure.
All right. So if you would please, both roll perception.
I've got 27.
Nice.
Jesus.
23.
All right. Everything seems perfectly fine. Nothing passes. Nothing notices you. Nothing flies overhead. Seems okie-day.
Right. After our watch and it's time to wake up, Kiriki will go through and she'll wake everyone.
Another peaceful night.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Excellent.
Good.
How many more days of our journey do we have?
Well, if you look up around that bend there, you can see, I think, the corner of Corinth. We should probably get there within the next day.
Should be there by evening time, probably around when the sun's starting to set tonight.
We might even make it before nightfall if we're moving fast, but fast is not always careful, so we should probably take our time.
Fuck that, run!
Nefeli, fish?
Sure.
I'd ask the others, but I'm pretty sure Castor lives off a diet of berries, and Kiriki's needs are kind of specific.
Yes. I am still okay.
Good. Let's hope that we... That's kind of a messed up thing to say. Well, I was about to say let's hope that we find something for you in Corinth, but given the context, I think that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to find in Corinth?
My family, safe and sound.
Ooh.
That's fair.
People who aren't actually demons. Ideally.
I feel like you're aiming too high with your hopes here. The safe and
It's a
sound
sky apple
families.
pie, brother.
Kiriki, what is she hoping to find there, if anything? Or is she just like, there's death and I want to go?
She's under the impression that there's probably nothing there, but closure's important, so we're taking Nefeli along to get some closure.
It's very kind of you. Okay. Do you want to do this again, Becca? Do you want to start the day with something real fun?
Real fun? Questionable.
Real fun. Hey, we've been doing okay. We snuck past the last real fun we had.
I think it's actually been... This has been a good way of handling things. You guys have done the encounters very well here.
Thank you. We can actually choose not to fight things, believe it or not.
I am so glad you didn't fight the Minotaurs.
Yeah. Me too.
I was looking at their stat blocks and I was like, oh, fuck.
70.
Nice.
Becca?
Yeah?
You guys had a good morning. How could you?
Damn.
Disappointing, Todd.
Damn it. Okay. So, afternoon time. The Gulf is to the south of you. To the west of you, you can almost hear sounds of civilization. You know you're not that far anymore. Sun's overhead. You have, like, maybe a last traveling meal. Sit down for a little bit. Have a berry. Have a snack. Have a fish. Just for a little bit. Sit down. Smile. Know that you're almost there. Almost to another place where surely everything is okay. Everybody's family is safe and happy.
I don't like the build up.
Oh, fair enough. All right, afternoonies. Who wants to roll it?
I think it's my turn.
I think it is your turn. Kevin never lets me down.
I never let anyone down.
He's just
96.
He's
Damn
just
it, Kevin.
eating. He's just eating to throw something at us.
This has been a good day. You guys have done so good. This is one of the best traveling encounters that you guys have ever had. You had some fun
Honestly.
in Athens. You saw some shitty-ass Minotaurs. Went past them. You met some Centaurs. They were nice-ish. You had some good times. Got some fish. That was great. And now, you're going into the evening time, and you're going towards Corinth. Which, by the way, here's a few fun facts. So, Corinth, let's see here. did you know that it was considered the city of white marbles, bronze statue of gods and heroes all over the place, bustling harbors of merchant vessels, and wealth from trading flowing like wine? This city was spectacular. The chef's kiss of merchant towns. And as you guys pass over one of the tallest rocky mountains near it, you see demons, hordes, hundreds of demons surrounding Corinth. The South City Gates. The Isthmian Gate, Nepheli can tell you, is the main gate for getting in there. And it is overwhelmingly surrounded by demons. Now, I keep using the word surrounded, and that's because it is, by definition, the word surrounded. It seems like the demons are in a circle around this city. They're not flying over it. They're not flying into it. And you can see them. Some of them are sitting still. Some of them are actively trying to go in there, and it seems like they're running into some kind of invisible bubble. Something is keeping them out, and they are in a perfect circle around it. You can't really see details. You're very far away. But you can see the mass amounts of shapes moving around there. You can see the circle, especially from this distance. But by all accounts of what you can see, Corinth still stands.
Well, that's a lot of fucking demons.
Agreed.
Look, you see the way that they're circled around the city? We may be too far away to tell, but does it look to you like they can't get in? Or is that just the perception of the way that they've crowded around it?
I mean, we could perhaps try to find a way to sneak past them into the city.
So, Nepheli, you know that there's essentially 4 entrances that you could use. There is the Isthmian Gate, which is the main gate. That's where everybody's checked. That's where merchants go, blah, blah. The Lycaon Harbor, that is the main one. That's where merchant vessels go, stuff like that. And then there's the Kinkreai Harbor, which is on the east side of Corinth. And that's where smaller ships go, people's personal vessels are. That's where people go for spelunking and some fun in the water. No merchant vessels are allowed there. No naval vessels are allowed there. And then high up on the city, kind of towards the backside of it, there is what's called the Sacred Path, which leads to the Sacred Heights, which is just basically where all the religious places are and a lot of the higher authority places.
Selfish her would have suggested her own house first. But then she'd think about this whole thing and say, considering that some of us are able to turn others invisible, we could try to find a way through them.
I'm worried that whatever might be keeping those demons out is going to try and keep us out as well.
Castor, with your passive perception, you will see a very large demon roaming around, and every now and then he hits his weapon, and it seems to bounce off absolutely nothing.
You see that?
No, what?
I stand next to them and I try to point to the big demon, which I think should be visible for everyone, right?
Yeah, he's visible to everybody. You just happen to notice it amongst all the others.
Do you see that large one over there?
Well, the guy turns his attention to see.
Did he throw the weapon or made an attack with the weapon or something?
He just casually swung his weapon at it like it was a large, what looks like a rock sword. It looks like some kind of black rock. And he swung it at nothing, and it seems to bounce off nothing.
He swung his weapon, and it looked as if it hit something. Some sort of force field or barrier. So they are being kept out.
Malachi scratches his chin a little bit.
Kira, do you think you can get through that? If it is some kind of shield of sorts.
Maybe.
I'm thinking of your mask specifically.
Oh, I'd have to be able to see where I'm going if I don't know the place very well. But yeah, I should be able to go right through.
What if somebody holding a certain candlestick might be able to get through?
Oh, if someone with a candlestick can get us through, I can get us, the rest of us, to the candlestick.
Well,
Do you think it would work if I threw the candlestick from the sky to the city as a bird?
I feel like the evidence dictates that whatever physical object is trying to get through that isn't gonna do it. Judging from what you said about the demon's weapon bouncing off of something. Occasionally, when enemies attack me, I have the ability to use the shadows of undeath to create a similar type of effect where their weapon will bounce away. I think we might be looking at a similar kind of thing, some kind of shield put over the city to protect it. However, if I can get close enough, within around 500 feet or so, I could teleport safely in. If I'm holding the candlestick, then Kiriki could theoretically then teleport to me.
I also have my hidden pass. I can also teleport a short distance.
Malachi's going to look out this is such a wild question. How many demons deep is the mass outside the wall? Does it look like he could get within 500 feet of the interior of the wall without having to crawl through demons?
It does not seem like it at all.
Okay.
Like there's thousands surrounding the city, probably hundreds on the side of it.
I think that is. I think if I can get through invisible through the demon horde and get into the city, that's our safest bet. Other than just trying to teleport in using your mask and not knowing where you're going, but that sounds just as dangerous.
If I can see a point of teleportation, I can make it. But I have to be able to see it.
Malachi points out at the larger palace-like looking area on the very top, the temple-like looking place at the top of the hill.
Oh, you could see that? Can you get us there?
I think I have to see like the exact point of where I'm going.
If you undo the candlestick, he carrying it and you teleporting to it, I think that's fun and we can do it. If it's a small space and somebody might end up in a wall, that could be fun.
So yeah, just above table, what Malachi is actually suggesting is that Kiriki makes him go invisible. He uses his stealth and invisibility to try and move through the demons far enough in that he can use his dimension door to get inside the walls of the city through this force field of whatever it is, and then she can teleport to the candlestick that he has in his bag after that. That is his plan that he's putting up.
If I may, I don't want to say what you're saying is a bad idea, but what does the item say on how to use the dimension door?
Dimension door. While wearing it, you can cast the Dimension Door spell as an action. This property of the cape can't be used until the next dawn. When you disappear, you leave behind a cloud of smoke, and you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. The smoke lightly obscures the space you left and the space you appear in.
Here's my concern.
Yeah.
Or thought. Food for thought. You have to say and cast a spell in a crowded area of demons. Yeah. So if you're going to be invisible, why not just keep going?
Because I anticipate that the only way through the force field is to teleport through it.
Okay.
I mean, Malachi is working with the concept, the logic of there's a wall there that I can't surpass unless I go past the wall through magic means. So he's not expecting he's going to walk up to this force field or whatever it is and just be let in, you know?
Uh-huh.
So he's going to try and bypass it entirely using magic, which is a long shot, but it is one that he has in his pocket.
Yes, sir. All right. So is that what we're doing?
I'm open to other ideas, but that's, I think, our only way into the city currently. Unless Gary's willing to try and gamble with it.
Okay. I've got more parts to my plan.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi's not going to voice this out loud. This is just above table, but I could, if I'm worried about demons interrupting me as I'm trying to teleport through, I could just, get into a space and drop an invulnerable dome right on top of myself, a globe of invulnerability, and then teleport in, unbothered. Just a thought. Above table. Anyways. Yeah, Malachi kind of looks out expectantly at the rest of the party, waiting for if anybody's going to tell him, no, this is a stupid idea, but he's dedicated.
I mean, we've done more stupid things before.
I'm just concerned. All right.
What are you concerned about?
Death. The normal things to be concerned about if you just walk into enemy lines. And we have no way of communicating with you when you get there or not.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I supposed to know when to teleport?
Once I make it into the city, I'll launch some kind of signal. Perhaps I'll send one of my spectral versions of myself that I cast in combat up into the sky. You can see it then. That will be your sign to know that I've made it. And, if a day goes by and you don't,
he, reaches out and tussles her hair like she usually does to him. And he says, then you'll know I'm dead. But hey, death never stopped me before.
I could fly overhead to monitor you, and then you can signal me as well if you want.
That sounds good. Just be careful. We can't both be invisible, so birds are still a snack for these creatures.
That's true.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I can make you both invisible.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's convenient. That's very helpful, actually. Never mind then. Invisible eyes in the sky is going to be helpful. How long does this invisibility last, Kiri?
I'm pulling up the spell so I can double check. Yes, if I cast it at third, which I've done before, so I can make you both invisible, it lasts up to an hour.
So I'll have to move fast.
Yes.
Good to know.
Okay. I pull out my bag, something I've had for a very long time, and I've not used it, and I hand it to Malachi. It is a potion of flying.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've just had this since we saw those dead lions in that pit.
was so long ago. I think that was before we even picked up Castor, wasn't it?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, so I've had it in my bag, but I haven't had a use for it. But she gives it to him and is like, just in case you can drink this and fly away, maybe? But
I could just drink that now and then fly over their heads. That'll cut all the danger out of working my way invisibly through a horde of demons.
You see flying demons sitting around.
Yeah, a little bit easier to get past the flying ones than a wall of standing ones.
True. Yeah, so it's an hour of flying.
Hour of flying, an hour invisibility. Exactly 1 hour for us to make it into the city. But let's just hope that the teleportation works. If you see a bunch of the flying ones start, clustering up in a ball, you'll probably know that that's me getting made.
He stands there, clenches his fist a few times, he kind of rubs the glass of this potion she handed him, rotates his shoulder.
Okay, I'm ready.
10 points of damage to myself as I cast invisibility on both Castor and Malachi.
All right.
As she reaches out to cast this spell on him, he pops the cork on the bottle and downs the potion of flight.
Okay. And Castor, I'm assuming you changed shape before she did invisibility?
Yes.
Okay. You're both invisible and flying. One's a bird, one's a dark knight. All right.
And away I go at the speed of however the fuck fast I can fly. Try to get as close as I can. I need to get within 500 feet of the inside of the city.
You gain a fly speed equal to your speed. So you're pretty
So 40.
fast. Yeah.
I got a walking speed of 40. So I get 40. So if I dash each turn, then that means I get 80 feet of movement per 6 seconds. So I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yep. All right. And Castor, what are you doing? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna fly over the city and wait for him to go inside, release the invisibility, and give me a signal to know that he succeeded.
Okay.
I'm scouting, basically.
Yeah. You get over the walls of the city within this barrier, no problem. Immediately, as you get over the walls, and the Isthmian gate, you can see it is very, very guarded. It is very popular. There's lots of people. You can see there's tents a little bit outside the walls, and those tents seem fine because the demons can't get past it. There's rounded walls behind that. There's a walled stairway into more walls with tents inside them. Past that, higher walls, thicker walls with a gated portcullis, with 2 towers on each side of the wall there. It's almost like a land of bridge that connects Corinth with the rest of southern Greece. And then there's just more walls, more guards. It's very heavily fortified in this area. And you don't know the history of Corinth, but they're not known to have an army, but they are known to be almost impenetrable. And you can, if anybody ever tells you that, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I see it. Malachi.
Yeah.
You get within... So, the bubble goes... Or, I'm sorry, the area where the demons can't seem to go in any further goes out further than the city gates itself. Probably by about 200 feet or so. So, do you want to go past the demons and then keep going? Or do you want to be above the demons and then teleport in?
I want to be above the demons. I want to get as close to, I want to get at least within my 500-foot range of the inner city where it seems like there are people, normal people moving about safely in there. And then I want to try and find a rooftop or a open area that seems like it's not being patrolled by the city guards just in this moment, somewhere that he's not going to stir up all of the people who are standing there. To teleport to.
Okay, so you want to teleport while above the demons, though?
Correct, yes.
Okay. So you are above the demons. You're probably a few hundred feet out from where they seem to be stopped. You can see a lot of them are walking around. A lot of them look pissed off, bored, hungry. They're angry, a lot of them. Some of them you'll see fighting each other. But there are hundreds of them. And you're how far above them?
I'm saying maybe 50 feet.
Okay. And on your orders.
Yep. He looks for one of those open building rooftops that I was talking about, and then he is going to hold out his hands, make a gesture with kind of a wide sweep, and he's going to say in a dead language, he's going to speak the words through the shadows, and he's going to teleport.
He's going to try. You guys see him become visible as he tries to cast Dimension Door. You are racked with pain. You have a rush of a headache, like you were suddenly hit in the head with something, and your vision goes black for a second before you realize you are floating 50 feet above hundreds of demons, visible and not dimension doored.